Hello, my friends. This is Augie Barreño on Barreño on Words with this fantastic book that I've been talking about. It's by Fernando Romero. It's called The Colors of Eden, Memories of a Runaway Boy. It's a fantastic, fascinating book that I think kind of could be described as Charles Bukowski meets The Children of Sanchez, because it combines street reality with the essence of Mexican life in the 50s. But more important than that, it talks about the humanity and lack of it by people, by adults, by parents who are bound to take care of their children, but because of their life circumstances, that doesn't always happen. This story is so poignant, and that it really uncovers many of the things that we know about the Mexican family, because the Mexican family has always been regarded as one of the strengths in the culture. But we rarely talk about the dark side. And this book really addresses that. It's an incredible book. It really shows that in the context of a Mexican family, the darkness can also be very harmful. But in this tale, like no other, there is redemption, because a young boy, despite his challenges, returns to his native Tijuana, from which he left, and becomes a pioneer in the rock and roll scene. He becomes a leading binational journalist, being one of the pioneers for establishing a beat in Mexico, in Baja California, for a major U.S. newspaper. All of this he's done with his wife, Denise, and his family. This is a fascinating story that we really all ought to look at, because this really talks about a story, a life about the San Diego, Tijuana region, how both cultures got influence in the life of this young man. And believe me, there is no more poignant story in literature about Mexico or binationalism or anything like that as strong as this one. I urge everybody to get it. It's available on Amazon. It's a fascinating book, and I'm honored today to have at my home Fernando Romero, the author, and his wife Denise. And Fernando's going to share with us a little bit about some of the impact of the book and some of the more poignant chapters. So here's Fernando.
Chapter 1, Aunt Dolores. Aunt Dolores lives in the dark corners of my mind. She and the nearly 300 people who live crammed in 45 apartments in a grimy 3-story cloistered building, one of many such enclosed tenements sprinkled throughout Mexico City. Every so often, their faces jump at me. Deep brown Aztec, café con leche mestizo, lucky white. I can hear the noises they made every day at dawn, the blasting radios, the flushing of communal toilets, the ranting, the coughing, the crying babies, and I can smell the aromas of breakfast wafting from every kitchen in the place, frying chorizo and eggs, refried beans, chilaquiles, Mexican chocolate, café de la olla, panecito caliente, the warm rolls of life. With walls so thin, nothing was a secret in our little world of metiches, of busybodies. The bustle would suddenly drop to a buzz when our collective ears detected trouble in our midst. El chisme was on. Another item for the gossip mill was being played out. Vieja, I'm telling you, esta cabrona is pregnant. Or why is she getting so fat? Alicia, come, let us see that swelling in your stomach. Ama, tell that drunken old fart to leave me alone. I can't wait to get away from this pigsty so that I won't have to listen to that fat, ugly husband of yours anymore. It was el pan nuestro de cada día, our daily bread. I am following. The dramatic events would, of course, immediately attract the attention of the neighbors, especially the kids, who would gather at the site of the event to give witness and report back to their mothers. A fight between drunken compadres or a rift between comadres, the death of an old woman, the birth of a baby, or the arrival of a singing trio strumming guitars, accompanying a love-struck young man on his way to ask for the hand of his beloved Maria. Did you hear, comadre? Alicia la del Ocho is going to have a baby. I hear the father may be Carlos. Carlos?
You've heard some of the great lines from the book. Do yourself a favor, read it, buy it. It's available on Amazon. Thank you.